On today's episode, getting out of your comfort zone. I was like, hey, where should I do it? I was like, why not? Just do it right here. In the middle of the road, cars over there, more cars over there. I'm like at a beach that has two sides. There's a side there and there's a side there. And I'm just in the middle in the road. There's cars coming by. It's really windy, but I got this wind cover, so hopefully you guys can hear me well. I was watching a TEDx video where this girl was talking about how she believes, she probably read this in a lot of books, I'm sure other people talk about this. Hey, Spike's here. That your mind is either in autopilot, which I do understand, I talk about like a lot, that your mind just, it's in autopilot mode almost all the time, unless you make yourself come out of autopilot mode. And then the other thing, what she talked about is either autopilot mode or it's an emergency mode. Now, what does that mean for you? Because it's like, now you're like, oh, why should I even come out of my comfort zone if I'm going to go into emergency mode? I mean, she called it emergency mode. I might call it more, that's when your mind gets activated. That's when you get engaged. That's when you want to do something. That's when you feel like you need to do it. That's when you make differences and changes in your life that actually are meaningful. Too many of us, like I say, a lot of times are just going around not really thinking about what we're doing. We end up someplace and then we're like, oh, how did we get here? How did my life end up here? How did I end up with this person? How did I end up at this job? How did I end up, living where you are with the life that you have, with the habits that you have, with the body that you have, not realizing that every little action you can take can actually lead towards you either having a better life or having a worse life, and it's kind of up to you. But I want to encourage people to get out of their comfort zone. And I'll use a little story that I have through work. I get a sense of different stores to work at. Now, a lot of people will be like, oh, I don't like it when I don't know what I'm doing. I want to know what I'm doing. I don't want to be in a place where I don't know what I'm doing. That makes me uncomfortable. And you can't really just go up to someone and be like, there's a beauty and there's a power in getting out of your comfort zone, and that's when your life can actually start to happen. So I'm just going to use this story to kind of explain it. I could get sent to a completely different store. It could be like an hour away. I don't know anything there. I have to figure things out. And yeah, that's like really out of my comfort zone. The whole way over there, I'm full of anxiety. I'm going crazy. I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know anything. I'm just thinking about it way too much. And then when I get there and I actually experience it, it's so weird. It's like my mind, just something happens and it snaps and I feel good. I feel better. I feel enlightened. I feel like I have more energy. I feel like I can do more. I feel like, oh, I'm worried. Are these people gonna like me or whatever your thought might be? And it's like, oh, now everybody here is cool. Now I'm friends. Now I actually like this store more. It's like, wow, I felt so uncomfortable all my way over here. And it's like, now that I'm here, I feel more happy. I feel more alive. I feel more comfortable because my mind got engaged. My mind was working. My mind didn't just go into an autopilot sloop. See, now when I go to my regular store, it's only like a 10-15 minute drive. I don't have to think about it. I get there, there's nothing to think about. But then when I'm there, after I get there, like on the way there, I feel like there's like a gap, there's like a jump you gotta initially take that it might, when you break out of it initially, when you're in it, it's gonna feel worse. You're not gonna want to do it. You're just gonna want to give up, and that's completely understandable. But once you get past that and your mind gets engaged and active in a positive manner, you can find that you just feel so much more better, so much more alive, so much more happier. Just try it out for yourself. Try a comfort zone challenge. Try doing something that makes you uncomfortable, because when you don't, and like getting back to my stories, like then I go to the job or the store I'm normally used to working at that's really quick and easy for me to get to, it's boring. Then I'm standing there like, when am I gonna go home? I don't want to be here. Then I was like, the people who I know, like the other store is like, oh, I don't know anyone there. Then I get to this store, it's like, I know everybody here. Now I'm tired of dealing with them. No offense to them, but people just get tired of familiarity. It's just like a natural human thing. We want to be engaged. We want to be active. We want to be getting out. Like, you're so used, like instinctually, your body is used to having to go hunt animals, having to go collect fruits, having to build shelter, having to just do things. It's not used to owning a couch where it's not used to having a chair. There's actually a whole TED video that a guy made, probably TEDx because I watched that more, I don't know exactly, but he made a whole video about how the way we sit in chairs is just bad for us. It's unnatural. Chairs are just go back in human times. I don't know, maybe you might sit on a rock, but to actually be in a literal chair and a literal couch for like hours and hours a day, it just is not something that we do as humans. I'm gonna pause. Okay, coming on to another point now. You know, my channel is a lot about trying to get people out of their own way, out of their heads, trying to get them motivated, trying to get them inspired, trying to get them to want to do the things that they know they need to do but they don't want to do. And my real philosophy too is I'm trying to let go of forcing things and come into power, where I feel like it's not like I can force through things, I feel like I can power through things. Like I have a lot of personal power, a lot of focus, a lot of intent, a lot of, mindsets, a lot of philosophies that I can apply to things, so I could come from a place of power, so I can have the strength that I need to do it. But coming back onto force, there is a time and place for force, and there is an understanding that the things you really want to do, the places that you really want to go, I mean, on that point, because you might want to go anyway, but the things you really want in your life, the things you gotta work for, the things you really want to do, that job you really want, that business, that career, that wife, that husband, that car, whatever it is you want, for you to get it, unless somebody hands it to you, you're not gonna feel like doing it. You're not gonna feel like going after it. Like making these videos for me, I have to get out of my comfort zone every time I do it, and that's a good thing, because then it gets my mind engaged. I'm a little afraid. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna say. What's the video gonna be about? Did I study enough? Do I have enough information in my mind? How's my energy? What am I projecting? How am I making people feel? There's all these things going on in my mind, just making me, even more concerned. Not necessarily even helping me want to do it, but just things I'm thinking about, because I want to put out the best quality, best content, best informative, best inspiring, most motivational, whatever, all the best video I possibly can. But coming back to the original point, that I'm coming here, and to do this I had to get out of my comfort zone. Who do I necessarily feel like? Do I want to make the video? Yes. Do I want the success? Yes. Do I want the things that'll come from that? Yes, of course, all yeses. Do I necessarily feel like staying up late at night so that I can upload the video? Do I feel like editing the thumbnail and the descriptions and making the video actually usable as an actual video, doing whatever editing that's necessary? Do I feel like driving someplace far, coming out here talking in front of other people, trying to ignore them? Do I feel like just throwing myself out on camera talking about, lots of times I do these videos, there's no script, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. I gotta just get out of my own way. I gotta just learn to talk. Like, do I necessarily feel like doing these things? In a sense, not really, all the things you really want. Are you really gonna want to start that business? Like, you want the success, you want the money, you want the love, the passion, the fun, the excitement, the lifestyle. You want all these things. You want the rewards. But to actually get up, like if you want to lose weight, do you really want to, if you're 400 pounds overweight, do you even want to get up? Let alone go to a gym and work out and diet better. You're not going to want to do it. So it starts with making it a little bit of force and trying to get it to a point where maybe you can at least do it in autopilot mode, the things you need to do. Drop the bad habits, because you're going to have habits either way. So it's just take an assessment of yourself. What habits you do have, what can you drop, what habits can you change? Try to do something. You need to do something like just an example, you need to go to the gym. Try doing it for 30 days straight. Try to make it a habit. Try to force yourself to do it. Do it when you don't want to. It's the days you don't want to do it that are going to mean the most. Because if you let yourself take one excuse, that excuse will lead you down a train. It'll lead you down a path where now you can make another excuse, and you can make another excuse, and they'll go on forever. And then you'll never get the life that you want to get. And you're always being wondering, what if? What could I have done differently? How could I have done this better? What more could I have given into it? What more could I have done? Or if you don't think about it, then you'll probably just be sitting in your life, in your home, in front of the computer for the rest of your life, watching the time go by. I would hope that you wonder where the time goes, but I imagine now, kind of thinking about it, there might be people who don't really think about these things. They're not considering what is it they really want to do in their life. Like maybe they have a goal, like I want to be a movie star, I want to be a musician, I want to be a rapper, an artist, whatever it is, but they're not necessarily taking the action in that direction because they don't want to, kind of use that word loosely, want in this sense. They maybe don't understand how much time and work it takes to get there, and they don't want to do the dedication. And it's like, I use that word want loosely because you're not going to want to. This channel right here, this platform, it's right here, what I'm doing right now, I've made at this point, this is like my 75th video. Haven't got paid yet. Still making these videos. You know, it's been at least 2-3 months. I don't know exactly. I'm just kind of taking a guess. Uploading. Up late at night. Not sleeping well. Trying to diet and exercise even more. You know, working so much on this. Working so hard at it. You know, with the expectation that hopefully one day it pick up, even though I truly don't know if it will. But it's like, I know I'm not gonna get there by half-assing it. I'm not gonna get there by playing Xbox all day and eating pizza all day. What that's gonna do, it just put me, it sounds so beautiful to me to just play Xbox and eat pizza all day. That's what my body wants to do. But in the long term, in the long run, is that gonna make me feel better? That's gonna end up making me depressed. I know myself. Sitting down and try sitting down on the couch all day, just eating pizza and burgers, whatever you like to eat. See how long it takes for you to feel like you're sick, for you to feel like you're depressed. And if you can still be happy under that situation, like ultimate happiness, I don't know, maybe your life's too easy. Maybe you're not inspired enough to do anything. I don't know. I feel like that kind of happiness is kind of dangerous, where you're just really happy no matter what. Because then you don't have that motivation, you don't have that drive, you don't have that long-term game so that you can do what you need to do. It is like, it's good that I understand that that's gonna make me depressed to sit down on the couch, play Xbox, but how did I learn that? I did it for years and years and years, and I did it till I got bored of it, and then I still kept doing it for years. And it's like, you're looking for the new video game to play, you know, new anime to watch, new, you know, whatever it is you're into, whatever your hobbies, your habits is, just looking for that next thing there. And it's like, it's not giving me that fulfillment and that happiness I want. What I really want is to get out, to travel, to live my life, you know, not have to worry about money and finances, to own my own place. You know, I own my own car, but to at least have money to be able to fix it. You know, I got things on it, it works. I like it if it worked better though. I don't have to have the most expensive house, most expensive car, go on the most expensive vacations, but I like to live a life on my terms where I can travel, I can do things I want to do, and I can at least enjoy my life to some sort of degree, and not have to spend it working a job for the rest of my life. Because it's like, sure, you could put 10, 15, 20, 30, who knows how many years into your passion, into your dream, but is the time not passing anyway? What are you doing with it? I feel better doing this. Last night I was up to 2 in the morning with anxiety in bed. I couldn't sleep. I tried to just let everything go and just go to sleep, and I didn't put the work in. I need to upload the video. So at 2 in the morning, I got up, I got out of bed, and the next 3 hours I was just working on my YouTube channel, do lots of different things around it, just trying to get that next video ready, you know, things of the sort, get the video after that ready, edit some old videos, fix things up. I woke up at 2 in the morning. I was up till 5 in the morning doing that. It's like, honestly though, afterwards, I didn't even care if the video got views. I was just so glad I did it. It made me feel better. I guess I appreciated myself more. I was able to let go of my stress, my anxiety, my worries, my depression, because I know I got out of my way and I took the action that I needed to take, and at least take one more step towards my goal. I don't know how many steps it's gonna take for me to get there. Technically, there's unlimited steps, because after you get the success, it doesn't mean your life is over. It doesn't mean work. Now I can be on a couch. Now it's like, no, now I'm making money. Now I can sit down on the couch and watch YouTube videos and eat pizza all day. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, I still got to keep working, and I still got to keep making these videos. I still got to keep moving forward in my life if I want to actually at least have moments in my life where I'm living the life that I want to live. Because it's not like every moment can be so perfect and so carefree and so careless. It does take time and work and energy to live a life that you want to live, to build a life, to support yourself, to support your family, to do the things you have to do. But it's like, do you want to do all the things you have to do and then come home and be stuck in, you know, your little home just eating pizza, playing Xbox? That's what I do. I don't know what you guys like to do. Would you, your same habits, or would you like own your own home, own your own new car, whatever it is you want, go on vacations like you don't even care, travel the world, whatever you want to do, be that musician, be that artist, be that painter, be that, literally whatever you want to do. If you want to get there, the first step, and it's the step you have to take every single day, is stepping out of your comfort zone, is pushing through obstacles, is not letting problems stop you and take up all your mental RAM, but just becoming a problem solver, learning to solve your problems, push through obstacles, and to understand that there is not necessarily an end game, but to just always be moving forward, always looking for that next step, always looking for that next level, so that you can at least have those moments in your life where you can. I did everything I have to do. Now I can let go of my anxiety. I came out here, I took my family to the beach, I shot this video, I made it, I put all my heart and soul into it, I put my energy into it, and now I can let go. Now it's time for me to go enjoy my life, because I know I did what I had to do. I'm not gonna get that feeling from going back to Target and working a shift there. I'm not gonna come home and be like, oh, now I can relax and enjoy my life after I came back from my job that's paying me minimum wage. It doesn't work like that for me. I don't know if it works like that for you, but I imagine that in my mind, you can believe what you want to believe. You could be who you want to believe, but I believe in my mind that there are a lot of people walking around. I think everyone's walking around with more anxiety and more depression than they realize, just different extents and levels of anxiety and depression. And I think if we could just get rid of those two things, we can solve so many other problems. They would just disappear, because those things cause a lot of other problems, and those things keep you from doing the things you want to do. And it's so like enlightening and inspiring and liberating just to come out here, break out of my comfort zone, do something I'm uncomfortable with, force myself to do it, get past those 3 seconds of fear, and then just explode into expressiveness and mind activation and creativity, and just feel alive, feel free, feel giving, feel flowing, feel fulfilled, feel happy, feel like I'm moving forward in my life, feel like I'm doing something, not like I need to get somewhere, but just like I'm moving forward at least. At least I tried, and I honestly tried my best. So then I can let go, then I can relax, then I can enjoy my life and not have this anxiety in the background. It's like, oh, what's that next thing I gotta do? It's like, no, I did everything I gotta do. That next thing I gotta do right now is relax, bring my mental energy back up so I could do it all again tomorrow. And then the next day, and then the next day. But you know what? I honestly enjoy my life like this. I've tried to live in so many different ways. I've tried so many different jobs, different lifestyles in a sense, in my own reality at least, different ways of you looking at the world. And this is what works for me. This is where I'm happy. It's not sitting at home all day playing Xbox and, eating whatever I want to eat. Or, for you, going out to the club, doing drugs, whoever you are, whatever you do. I find the true happiness is just trying to get out of my comfort zone, trying to be alive, and just trying to take massive action, even if it starts off forced, but then finding my power in it. And then after I know I did everything I can do, relax and just let it all go. Have a nice day. Like and subscribe.